obviously Disrupt is growing and growing, and you started in this, funeral business.
Yeah.
I think, and this is something that I think maybe backing out sometimes is important for business owners. I think that you are just touching the iceberg of a massive media company that spreads far beyond what your current endemic market is.
What's up, everybody? On this episode, we take you to beautiful Beverly Hills, Los Angeles, California, Irvine, California, San Diego, California, where this episode is all about behind the personal brand of Ryan Thogmartin.
Cruise them really quick.
Yo, that's like some blinged out Jersey Shore shit. Yeah.
I was doing well enough to not have it hurt bad enough to go.
We've had fights before where we're like, man, this bedazzled ass t-shirts with middle fingers on them. We've just. Good to see you, bro. Yeah.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
Wow, it's pretty sick. Yeah. So, and then I got this. This is the patch on the back. Bling this Disrupt media out, and then I'll overlock it, and sew it on the back. It's gonna catch eyes, bro.
Known for the dude that just had the
in your industry, you've got to be like the rock star of the group, I'm assuming.
Like, this is how, when I go to convention, go to speak, this is it.
And you got a bunch of people in suits. And I'm assuming.
Three-piece suits.
Well, dude, you got to be different, man.
Bang, so our biggest one is we fly out next Saturday.
Where's that?
It'll be in Salt Lake this year. It's the largest funeral convention in the world. It's national.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. It's pretty big.
This is where all the films are. This is a pretty, you gotta watch out. This is where all the art, this is the dark room. So, paste that it's like a paint that you put on these screens, but it's sensitive to light. So, you put the art on here and you turn on this light, and then it burns the image into the screen. It's a negative. It's like photography, So this fashion, music, and actually just being alive together, we're all floating around, kind of bouncing ideas off each other. Right. Some people say,
"Hey Claudia, how are you?"
Hi. More stuff. So this is that.
Is so awesome.
Yeah, these are little, patches with. I instead of no bad vibes, I put no bad ads.
I love it.
this one's gonna stop crap.
That's so hot.
In the light. There's that's a lot of.
So how do we go crazier? There it is.
Claudia's the master behind that. I mean, honestly, if it didn't have a soul of its own and didn't do that, we wouldn't even be in business. Sure. Like, I mean, we had an idea and we said, let's see if we can do this. Let's put our heart and soul in trying to make these amazing products that make people stand out. But it worked. It did what we tried to do, because if it didn't, we wouldn't even be in business. We would have tried and been like, yo, get out of here. Right. Here's another.
That looks nice.
I did a little blend, you know what I'm saying? Now here's what I wanted to show you. There's a couple, you were talking about the fit.
Yeah,
remember? So here's.
It's like this one.
But what we do when we're doing our quality control is that the most critical measurements to fitting. There's a lot of things, a lot of points that change how it fits, but really it's this part. This is from the pit to pit. You see, this shirt is supposed to. So see, this is probably too baggy, right?
Yeah. See, I can have it a little bit.
How are the sleeves?
Sleeves are fine, and I mean, even if you
here, this is gonna, but this got to be bedazzled first. So, hit that with all the clear stones.
And then the green ones. Okay.
And then we'll overlock it, and then we'll sew that in there.
What about the rest of this?
Well, that's gonna get the. Remember what we did for Trippy Red's jacket? We did the lines to make the spikes. We're gonna have to do that. That one's gonna catch some eyes. Yeah, they came out great, man. Such a quick flip.
Love it.
It's too short, the whole knee doesn't pop out. You gotta. So I try to get some vertical fibers in there, and I'll show you a little secret how I get that. It's it's pretty fibers. So what you do is you grind really light. It's starting to form now. So you basically rip it apart
All right, so I've got Scott Thompson and Troy Thompson, brothers of the Saints Sinphony. So the Saints Sinphony has been a important brand just for me personally. So I was first introduced to Saints Sinphony in 2012. Developed a friendship through email with these boys. You launched in 2008 when the economy is at its worst.
It literally just hit rock bottom, and we were selling.
Terrible time to start a business.
Nah, bro, we were dropping $170 retail shirts.
It's become a fabric of the brand. Like, people know me from the clothes that I'm going to wear at a conference that they're going to see on a video. If I showed up in a suit and walked around a conference hall, 90% of the people aren't going to know who I am.
But you know, the people that stand out are the ones that straight change the world, the black sheeps. You have to try to stand out. Every smart businessman will tell you, how's your product? If your product does not separate you from the competition somehow in a unique way, so you have to be different, you know.
I love that.
When you get too fixated on price, when businesses start thinking about competing over price, you take away that what's the word I'm looking for? It's the value. People,
preach it.
Not just about $1.
That's right.
Because you pay the cheapest price, guess what? You're not going to get that customer service.
That's right.
When you really need insurance, when say you get into an accident or some, you know, that's where working with that's where you're getting what you pay for. That's where the difference
comes in.
I mean, they didn't come up with that phrase, you get what you pay for because when things cost more money, there's more love, there's more attention to detail.
I love it. The United States and putting good people to work, and it's been an honor to hang in the cathedral with you all day. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
The switches on the race line. This the game that we be doing, and he's in the back. I like your hat, we put the words in the freaking rap. Lately I've been feeling like a Curry. On the back I rock a 30, these are rolling like a warrior. I hop in the game, I'm doing the same. Looking at the bullet, they coming in man. This is the game, I'm really coming in.
End of the road.
Nice to meet you. How was the trip in?
Oh, it's good. We were in LA all day yesterday, and San Diego on Tuesday.
Let me give you guys a quick tour.
Yeah. This is awesome.
So Melin, this is Heather, our senior designer. Ryan Thogmartin. Probably kept
It's a cool atmosphere to be in all day.
It really is. They'll bring in like yoga instructors, Pilates instructors. How's your been?
Really good.
Meet Ryan Thogmartin. I'm sure you see his name. Like if you're part of an organization straight out of college, like the only habits you learn are the ones you learn at the business that you're at.
Yeah.
And if I feel like we suck and the team is stressed out because the processes aren't buttoned, the system isn't dialed, we need to give them better examples than us. So like reading is really the only, reading and like going to clinics, you know?
That's right.
It's like
The book that influenced me absolutely the most was Fish and Extreme Ownership.
Bro, okay, you're gonna laugh, but we're gonna walk to the front right now and there's gonna be 8 copies of Extreme Ownership that just landed.
Dude, it's so good.
Because I'm like psycho about it, but Fish I'm writing down because I don't have
Fish is good. It's a quick
You're so right, like you take for granted the level of radness. Think about if you had to make throwing fish fun.
Yeah.
Where like, I mean, if your team isn't hyped to have a day to hang out with Kuzma or Louis Vito or whatever, like think about how gnarly it could be. And somehow there, dude, literally it's such a cool idea. So Fish.
It's a good book.
And the corduroy is not. So this is like a more fashion meets function version, but this is the full like outdoorsman beast version. So this hat'll last you forever. Go through
At the end of the day, all business is the same. The principles are the same, whether it's a funeral home or a luxury hat brand, because the consumer, this person that's buying your product, is the same person that's going to be buying services from a funeral home. And one of the things that... What's up, everybody? So I am here with Brian McDonnell, Melin, the Melin brand. Okay, Brian, give me origin story, a little bit about you and Melin.
Origin story. First off, thanks for having me, dude. I've been following you for a minute, and I just, it's funny, I discovered you, be it that you were our customer, and I saw your name come through plenty of times, and then started realizing what you did, who you were, what you were about, and I'm just pumped to be able to sit with you one-on-one now and have you as a friend. But
likewise.
So to take it back through, the origin story for Melin was idea of this premium hat brand called Melin, and he kind of turned around to me. We were on this one business trip for Tap Out together, and I shared with him my like one-page business plan at the time, and he turned around and goes, "Why aren't we doing this like full time? If we don't do this, someone's going to do this." And I was like, "Bro, let's team up, let's go." And I will tell you why we hadn't started it, or I hadn't started it yet. And this is probably a good takeaway for your entrepreneurs that might listen to this, was I was doing well enough to not have it hurt bad enough to go.
Right.
So like it was just a thought and an idea, and I was like inching it forward. Likely would have never happened had Corey not forced me that day. And so I would say you hear this buzzword entrepreneur all the time, and I believe it's been abused and bastardized by everybody. And that because you think of a business idea does not make you an entrepreneur. What makes you an entrepreneur is the psycho commitment to jump and win.
That's right.
Like that's the entrepreneur.
It's like you jump out the window and build the plane on the way down.
So anyways,
I was talking with Josh yesterday. Like, I just can't believe this already didn't exist. Like, I can't believe that somebody didn't
Corey and I, for 4 years while we developed the hats, would walk all the trade shows just biting our lips, wincing around every corner, going, somebody's gonna have done it and brought it to the market, and we're gonna be a couple $100,000 of friends and family money into this, all of our money, and just be like,
we really gotta go.
And so however, this is Louis Vito over here. Let me say what up real quick. Cruising really quick. I want to come kick it with you guys in 1 minute.
Hard.
What's going on, man?
What up, Louis?
Nice to meet you.
Louis, good to meet you, my
Ohio
G.
against the world.
Yeah.
So we're from Ohio, Zanesville.
Okay, I'm
Zanesville.
from outside Columbus.
Yeah, nice.
But
That's so sick.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yo, what do you think of the beanie? I gotta know.
Dude, I like it.
That's awesome.
I haven't tested it enough to where I'm sweating in it yet, but that's what I'm getting to.
Good.
I leave on Saturday for Switzerland, and then that's where All
right.
Let's see how if they blow out or not.
All right, good deal.
That's the test.
I'll be down in like 15.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right,
So
guys.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is something I wanted to bring up to you, in that I know you obviously Disrupt is growing and growing, and you started in this, funeral business.
Yeah.
I think, and this is something that I think maybe backing out sometimes is important for business owners. I think that you are just touching the iceberg of a massive media company that spreads far beyond what your current endemic market is. And not to say it's not a great market. It's obviously unique, and it's definitely a great business. But I just look at it like funeral, I immediately think sad.
Mm-hmm.
You're the opposite of that. And like I just see like legs to where this will go. So I think it'll be fun to look back at this podcast when you have this 1,000 employee mega media company and be like, dude, let's go pull that up when I just had the funeral biz popping.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You better get after it.
That's cool.
Yep.
All right, Brian, thank you so much,
Bro,
man.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
bro. Thank you for
Appreciate
having
it.
me. Let's get it.
Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be.